welcome back. I have this awesome card that I made this week, and anybody who took my class to go this month got this as a bonus card in their package, and I'm very excited about giving them a little something extra in their packet at Christmas time, so that's my little Christmas gift to them. For this particular card, I used my template with my base layer going the long way, and then layer 2A, which is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, and then layer 3 is 5 by 3 3/4. So that leaves a very thin border. And on the inside, I had to cut a second piece to 5 3 3/4 so that I would have something to write on the inside of the card. And I also stamped my inside. So to get started, I am going to score my cardstock the long way. And if you remember, we'll go back to our template so we don't forget. We're going to score at 5 1/2. That's just half of a piece of paper. So that's my scoring. And then I flip the paper 90 degrees, and now I can cut on the other side at 4 1/4 to make my card base. So that's it for that. Next, I'm going to do layer 2A. I've decided that I want the skinny border, so I need to cut my cardstock down to 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Out of a piece of paper, I should be able to get 4 of these, but right now I'm just making one card. So I'm going to take my paper and put it at 5 1/8, and that's 5 with 2 lines, because there are 16 lines on my paper cutter between each of the measurements. And then I'm going to flip and do 3 7/8, which is just 2 lines before the 4. It's 1/8 of an inch smaller, so 1/8 of an inch is 2 lines because there's 16 lines. Okay, so I've got the first 2 layers already cut. Now I'm going to go to layer 3, which is also going to be my inside layer. And I'm going to cut this to 3 3/4. And then I'm going to cut 2 pieces out of this. I had a piece left over. I could have cut out of a large piece, but this was a scrap that I had, a larger scrap, and we want to use all those up. So I am just cutting very vanilla cardstock, and that was 5 inches. And here we go again, 5 inches. Love it. Okay, so for this very quick card, I'm going to stamp the inside with the road grime. And I can do that on my own after, but I'm also going to stamp the front of my card with the same stamp. So this is Crumb Cake ink pad, and there's this cool stamp that is just road grime, or it's a splash of something, a splash of texture on your cardstock, which is kind of cool if you don't have a big shot, or if you want to add something that doesn't take a lot of time. This is a great way to add some dimension to your project without having to run it through the big shot. Really, really simple card. Okay, so I've completely covered my 5 by 3 3/4 piece. And next, I'm just going to add some of the same color, because we've been riding through the mud. And there's a tire track. And look, we must have skidded out. So easy and fun. Comes together super fast. Next, I'm going to stamp my motorcycle. And we're going to use Stays On ink. I love the black in the Stays On. And you can tell I've already been using this stamp. But if it's been sitting on the table all day, I think I'm going to stamp off and make sure that it's all primed and ready to use. I do that whenever I've got leftover Stays On sitting on the table. Okay, and then I'm going to tap and flip it over and stamp my bike. Boom, like right about there. Love that. This is the best stamp set. It makes it so easy to make a fast card, and guys like simple. So if this is for the guy in your life, it goes together super fast. And then I'm just going to use, I like Fast Fuse, that's my favorite adhesive. So I'm going to put a little bit of Fast Fuse on the back. I go down the street and to the right or to the left, and I alternate every time I do it. So this card went together in what? 5 minutes from start to finish, and that was with me doing all the measurements and counting. You could make a card going that quickly with your favorite stamp set, and I hope that I get to see it. If you post it to my Facebook group on the thread there, if you're not a part of my Facebook group, ask me and I will send you an invite. And if you want to post it to your own blog and link it back, go ahead and do that, and you can link to the Linky, and we can see your creation as well. Thanks so much for tuning in today. The next sketch challenge will post next week, and I can't wait to see you. Thanks.